In this video, we're going to be talking about how to overcome the objection of, I have to check my schedule or I don't have time. This is one that comes up when we don't really get someone committed to our workout, our program, or the studio. And that can be done very easily in your client intake process. Have you heard that from us before? Client intake? Well, it's a huge tool used to help you overcome objections before they actually show up in the selling process. So what we encourage is having a client intake form that you have your guest fill out prior to getting into their first class with you. And one of the key things that should be on this intake form is a mock schedule, where you get this person to commit to when they're gonna show up for a workout. The times, the amount of times per week can be helpful in making sure that if the time constraint comes up at the end, you already have something to show them that they have made some commitments already before the objection even came up. So before we jump into overcoming the objection, I want to walk you through how to get some of the time frames that this person envisions themselves coming into the facility set in the client intake process. It is a little bit of conversation, and it's asking a few questions that get them to begin to see themselves making room for it in their day and their week. So let's jump into that, and then we'll tie back to the end where we actually ask for the sale and get the objection. Let's do this.
Cool.
All right. So I love getting to know about your background and your fitness history. Walk me through a little bit about how many days per week were you working out previously?
Well, it's been a while, so that's the big thing right there. But I would say when I was happy, I was doing probably four times a week.
Okay, 4 times per week.
Yeah.
Now, talk to me a little bit about now. How is life different? Is 4 times per week still realistic for you?
It's realistic. I think I'm out of shape, so it's probably gonna take me some time to get to 4.
Yeah.
But I want to be at 4 because that's when I was getting the best results that I've ever gotten in my life. So.
The great thing about our workout here, and you're gonna see that from the coaches when you jump in class today, is that you don't have to work up to 4 times per week. If you can make that time in your schedule, they're gonna be able to make some adjustments in the workout and provide you an opportunity to feel successful 4 times a week, even if it's not at the same pace, maybe lifting the same weight as you did before. But what I wanna narrow in on is making sure that based on the way life's changed in the last couple of years, we find some good times for you. So when you take a look at your schedule right now, is before work or after work or on your lunch break gonna be the best time?
I really like working out in the morning, so I would say the morning time.
Okay, gotcha. So as we take a look at our Monday through Sunday schedule here, which class times really are the best for you?
It's going to be a struggle getting back in the groove, but I love the 5 a.m.
5 a.m.s,
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So do you see yourself doing 5 a.m.? We offer that Monday through Friday. Is it Tuesday, Thursday? Is it Monday, Wednesday, Friday?
I like Mondays, start off the week. Probably another Wednesday, so I get a day to recover. Friday, and then I love the hour-long classes on Saturday. So
I love it. There you go. Be aggressive.
Yeah.
There you go. So there's your 4 classes per week. That really generally fits your schedule, right?
Yeah, no, that's great.
Cool. Let's go ahead and jump into learning a little bit more about your fitness background.
Perfect.
So there you have it. We jumped in and we talked a little bit about scheduling, how much they envision themselves coming in, being able to also overcome the objection. Some people say, ooh, I wanna lead up to it. I'm not quite ready to start yet because I wanna get a little bit more in shape. We've also eliminated that one in this conversation. But then we had him look at our schedule and begin to pick out which classes we offer are gonna work for him and the way his schedule works on a day-to-day and weekly basis. Now, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the objection of, I don't have time, or let me check my schedule. Some things to remember is that the objection of, I don't have time, or let me check my schedule, it's typically a smokescreen for something else. And so part of this is you also have to know when you've gotta dig a little bit deeper, because this typically stems from someone feeling scared and intimidated that they might not make this work, or from a cost or price objection. So we'll dig into it, but you'll see that this actually gets into something else because we did knock that out right from the beginning. So, all right, so I love that you enjoyed the class so much. I loved hearing your favorite parts being doing some cardio that you don't normally do, and being able to have a little bit more strength than you thought. That was surprising for you, right?
Yeah, no, it's great.
That's awesome. So the last part we have to cover here is just taking a look at which membership option to get you started on.
Sure.
As you can see, we've got 3 different options here, and based on you in the beginning saying that you wanted to come in 4 days per week because that's when you felt your best, this membership option here is our unlimited option and is gonna give you access to that. So what you can see is it's $149 per month that you'll be investing in your membership here. Does that work for you to get started on the card we have on file?
I like it, but let me just check my schedule, and then can I just come back later and get that taken care of.
Yeah, I understand. You're making a new commitment, right?
Yeah.
And that means that you're gonna have to carve out the time for it. So when we talked initially, you did say that you felt your best in the mornings, right?
Yeah.
And we did also identify that 5 a.m. used to be your favorite time slot.
It is, yeah. No,
yeah. So what are the things that you think might come up in your schedule at 5 a.m.?
That's a good question. It's more, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this just because I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it myself. Like it was very challenging, and like I just feel like I'm gonna give up on myself again.
Yeah, I understand that. So in the past, when you've given up on yourself, part of what you said is it was when you were going into a gym and figuring it out on your own. Did you have to figure out the workout on your own today?
I didn't have to think.
Right, we were there with you every step of the way, right?
Yeah.
So the big thing that I wanna offer to you today is to get you started on this membership and for us to go ahead and map out the next month of classes. You're in the classes, you're scheduled, you're booked, it's a done deal, and then that way the only thing that has to happen is for you to have that alarm set at 4:15, 4:30, and that you make it in here. Because really, you know the time you want to be here, you know the difference in what we're offering you for support. We just have to make sure you show up, especially in those first couple weeks. Sound good?
If you're gonna hold me accountable, I'm gonna do it.
Absolutely, that's what we're here for. Welcome to the facility. All right, so there you have it. It looked pretty easy, right? Well, that client intake process is the only way that it becomes that smooth. And even Patrick was a little bit surprised to get called out on 5 a.m. being a time that he would get something else scheduled. So when you have a client intake process that includes scheduling and getting people to commit to times and days of the week they come in, you really begin to put them in a place where that just isn't what the objection is. And what we found is that Patrick really was afraid he wasn't gonna stick to this. Your workout though, that gets people committed. So remind them of the power of the workout after you've already gotten an opportunity to get them committed to times and days. So there you have it, folks. How do you overcome the objection of I have to check my schedule or I don't have time? If you found this video helpful and you'd like a client intake of your own, you're more than welcome to use the general one we've provided below in the description. But if you really want to take it to the next level and have one specifically for your studio, feel free to email us at lrvt@loudrumor.com so that one of our performance consultants, like me, can help you come up with a great client intake for your fitness facility. And if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe so you can get more content just like it.